In this lesson, I will discuss the domain and range and show you more examples from the STAAR exam. So for the example 1, it says we're supposed to find the range. What is the range of the function? So the range is the y value. The range is the y value. So you want to go, so the y value in this case goes from 0, okay, because this point is on 0 to positive 9. So if you look at option H and J, this says all real numbers less than 28, less than or equals to, 28, so it can never be the answer. All real numbers less than or equals to 9. Yes, that's one of the points, but it also should be greater than or equals to 0. So that cannot be the answer. Out of F and G, you see that one of them says greater than or equals to 0 and less than or equals to 28. That is the domain, not the range. So F is not the answer. So in this case, G is the answer because Y goes from 0 to 9. So that's the answer because you are being asked for the range. In example 2, so some of the questions actually you can already eliminate if you pay attention. So you are being asked again, what is the range? The range is Y values. So you are being asked for Y values. So why do they have X here? You see, they have X here. Okay, so you can eliminate those because range is Y value. So if you see X, just eliminate. And look at this also, because we are given a continuous graph. So why are they giving us discrete value? So -3, 0, 4 can never be 2. So just by eliminating, you can actually solve the problem. So the answer in this case is G. But let's look at the graph. So we can see that this is the minimum point, so that's -3, and the maximum point is at 4, okay? And this point is close, and this is also close. That is, this is included, this is included. So you are looking at less than or equals to in both cases. So G is the correct answer. Example 3, so which graph represents a function with a domain X of all real numbers greater than or equals to -7 and all real numbers less than 2? Okay, so you are looking for a graph with a domain of less than 2, less than or equals to, so you want it to be close on -7 and open on 2. So this is close on, this is not it, so it can never be A, it can never be B because the domain of B goes from 3 to 2, so that's not B. This goes from -4 to 1, it can never be C. So you can see that this one is close on -7 and open on 2. So the answer in this case is D. Okay. So the graph that is shown is exponential. So we are being asked which statement about the graph is true, okay? And you can see that they are asking for range and domain. So pay attention. So this includes both range and domain. So again, read through the answers and select the option that best describe the graph. And in this case, you are looking for what is true. So that means everything else is false. Only one is going to be true. So the range is the set of all real numbers less than 0. Range less than 0. Is that true? So if it is less than 0, that is not true because less than 0 will mean something like this, okay? For the option B, the domain, which is X, is the set of all real numbers greater than -4, okay? And that is also not true because this is not just greater than -4. The domain is actually all real numbers, okay? The range, in this case Y, is the set of all real numbers greater than 0. So all real number that is greater than 0. So that is the answer because if you look at the range is the Y value, okay? So the range is going from 0 to positive infinity. So it is not touching 0 because this is exponential function. So the answer in this case is going to be C. But look at the D, option D, the domain is the set of all real numbers less than -4. Again, that's true, that's false because in this case, the domain is all real numbers. So the answer in this case is C. So this is a story. So you are being asked, what is the domain of this function? The domain of this function. Domain is the x value. So x value. So we are going to be on the x. So whenever you are given ordered pair, this is the x, this is the y. This is the x, this is the y. This is the x, this is the y. So don't be confused. So what is the x of the starting point? So the starting point, the x value there is 0, okay? And the end point is 230. So write it out so that you don't make mistake, 230 to 0. So that means you are looking for 0 that is closed and 230. So 0, 230. So F is the answer in this case because they are both closed and it goes from 0 to 230. So don't be confused about the 6. The 6 at the starting point is the y value. So that is why option J is not the answer. Example C is, this is an exponential function. They are now asking you which inequality best represents the domain of the path shown. So the domain x values. So the x value starts from -2, okay, and to positive infinity because this graph does not end. So it keeps like increasing. You want x that is greater than or equal to -2. So because this is y, that is not domain. So you can cross out option B and D. So since we don't have 4.5 as the starting point of our domain, so you can also eliminate C. So the answer in this case is A. So this is the last example that I'm going to be showing with today. So what appears to be the domain, okay, the domain, that is the x value, x. So if they are putting y anywhere, just eliminate the choice, okay? Eliminate those choices. So you can already eliminate B and D in this case. So just by paying attention to domain X values and range Y values, you can almost always eliminate two choices from the STAAR exam. So in this case, the domain starts again from -1, 2, and ends at +3. And they are both close and close. So you are going to use less than, or equals to in both cases. So you are going from -1 to 3, and they are both close. -1, so A appears to be the answer in this case. And that's it. Thank you.